Now, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Allen. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of...
Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Gain of 10. And a Washington first down.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week it was back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
For the running back.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry for Henry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And here's Allen to run with it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
To number 5.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Washington.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Dancing to his left. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A toss right to Henry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First down, Washington.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Second and 11 now. The handoff as they run the counter play. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 9 yards.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
And 4.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On 1st down, Allen. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Allen. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen off the bootleg. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
For number 12, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Check 26, check 26.
Second and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3 on the play. First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
He's brought down.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Washington.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? If it's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jared-VOI with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jared-VOI with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
He was brought down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
43-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of
that 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
Washington.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now a desperation throw. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
Now Allen. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Quarterback taken down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
Washington 6.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.